We raising the mother swear. Location. Amen. Say man. This your motherfucking boy. Cosmic light being dark matter. Chaos luminous, multi-dimensional, interdimensional, melanated, carbonated 666. Being master teacher, master student. DeMarco. You new to the page, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you can become part of the notification gang on the game. Greetings, branches. Greetings, branches. Yeah, we finna go into the vibes of the cosmos. Yeah, I'm saying greetings, Space DeMarco, where we are about to check on vibes. Like, we finna check on the motherfucking vibes of the cosmos. I tried to put my screen up, my little, not my green screen, but my little screen for my little StreamYard app. I tried to pull it up and it's bullshit. I tried to put the news background in the bike of her because this breaking motherfucking news as we speak. But we was having technical goddamn difficulties with that. So I just keep the goddamn normal background where we at in the goddamn so-called man cave. But we are in the midst of the goddamn great reawakening. You know I'm here to goddamn give you what's going on about the cosmos, the vibes of the cosmos, because what we seeing in the physical density, third density world as we critiquing and as we perceive, we are seeing the visualization, we are seeing the vibes, we are actually what we seeing in this third dimension, we are actually seeing what is trickling and spewing down in the third dimension. What we seeing in the third dimension is actually the vibes and what's actually going on in the cosmos. As I was stating in one of my last videos, the whole OJ Simpson and the whole Trump whole Trump indictment has its own particular significance, and they got damn near are tied in together. Because if we didn't know what was the behind the stages of the OJ Simpson debacle, was only a significance of a holy matrimonious trial that was going on in the cosmos. And in actuality, what was going on with the OJ Simpson trial is that the black people, so-called black man, the black woman, was actually the ones that was being put on trial. And basically, this the same thing that we seeing now with the whole Trump indictment allegation shit. And we know, hold on, let me cut this heat off. What we know is that they got to throw out any big distraction. They got to throw out any distraction that they can to keep you thrown off of yourself. They keep any big distraction going on to keep you distracted from a lot of shit that's been hidden in the darkness and it's actually becoming public to the masses, and the masses are actually understanding, overstanding, and outerstanding. They are actually, the masses are becoming aware. This is actually what we are seeing. The distractions are getting heavier and heavier and heavier because the illusions are dramatically, the matrix is drastically and dramatically being it's failed. You feel me? The veil has been fully lifted, but what we seeing, like I say all the time, is what we are seeing right now on the news and shit is really just spectacles. You feel me? Just like I got the Secret Covenant Part 2. What in actuality I'm saying is right along with this picture I got right here. So like when they talk about Egypt, when they went into so-called Egypt Kemet, they had to goddamn dig all the goddamn sand. So in actuality, what they were saying is shit, the pyramids and the Sphinx and other ancient sites throughout Egypt, Cairo, all that, you know what I'm saying? The tomb of Seti 1, all of that good shit was covered from damn near head to toe and sand, and they had to come in and damn near actually dig out all the sand to damn near see what, you know what I'm saying? So what we looking at is a macrocosm to the microcosm, as above, so below. What in actuality, what we think are pyramids on top of just the main surface is what we thinking of as pyramids. In actuality, lying beneath those pyramids is actually a whole nother domain, a whole nother world. And what we see on the top is just surface level information. You feel me? So in actuality, when we see the pyramids, we just giving you a goddamn visionary, a vision, an illustration. What we thinking is just the pyramids at the top of the surface, on top of the ground. When actuality, these ain't nothing but goddamn, or what you would call goddamn, not goddamn, well, in actuality, what we have is reputations. What we have is representations of these columns. That's what we seeing. That's what we seeing. We thinking that they got down just pyramids, but in actuality, they are what you would consider, AKA fallacies. You feel me? AKA fallacies, because these are nothing but the representation. You know what I'm saying? These ovulis are nothing but columns, whatever you want to call them, are nothing but in actuality the representation of fallacies, and that's why we see them obliques. That's I was getting there. Obliques, goddamn monuments, statues, goddamn columns. This is what we actually. This is what we could actually vision underneath. Because just like they said, like they just came out. Hold on, let me pull this article up right here. Let me just pull that article up right here. Archaeologists discover an ancient Mayan city in the forest that's been hidden for over 2,000. It's been hidden over 2,000 years. Hidden for over 2,000 years. So that goes back to show all of the worlds that they're actually finding out that lies under the surface. So many oceans that they done found underground in Japan and China, and like what we think of as the world is not the world. You feel me? We can goddamn turn the inside, we can turn the world inside out. And that world in the inside of the world would be more astounding and more massive than the world that's on top of the surface. Goes back to this picture right here. Let me pull this picture up. Let me pull this picture up right quick. Let me pull this picture up right quick. I see them goddamn obelisks. Hold on, let me see if I can find that picture right quick. Hold on, let me see, can I find that picture out right quick? Hold on. See, when you don't know your motherfucking history, anyone can motherfucking fool you. You feel me? Not knowing that religion is how our ancestors lost their culture, future values, and you know what I'm saying, the way of life. So what we doing is bringing that shit forward. Like, no, you Jews and you fucking Hebrews, you feel me? Then stole every goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Stole every goddamn thing. Just like you goddamn Jews, you know how they wear the little lock on the side of their hair down, goddamn. They wear the little lock down on the side. They what the fuck they call that shit? The Khazarian, if I'm not mistaken, you know how they wear that's copied. That's copied. That's copied. Hold on, let me see, can I pull this goddamn picture up right quick? Right here. Let me pull this picture up right here. See, when these folks got here, or when these folks was created and started so-called exploring, you see what they were doing. You see what these motherfuckers doing. These motherfuckers ain't know what was going on. These motherfuckers ain't know what was going on. Shit still being dug out. So much. You ain't seen all these goddamn, all these motherfucking sinkholes that they've been finding whole other worlds after they got down, after the sinkholes open up worldwide. Oh, okay. We finna turn on right quick. Let's turn up. Excuse me, we finna turn on right quick. Hold on, back with. We finna turn up. Hold on, we finna turn up. What? Hold on, we finna run them vibes up right quick. Cosmic Studios. Hold on, that ain't hold on. Hold on. Hold on, right now. Hold on. Hold on. We can turn up a little more, man. We can turn up a little more. Hold on, bear with me. All right, my fault. All right, my fault. Hold on, bear with me. Let me see. Let me see where we're going. Hold on. I don't like that bird. I don't like that bird, the red dove. I like it regular. Hold on. I like it regular. Hold on. I like it regular. Bear with me. Hold on. I like it regular. Bear with me. Well, how the fuck? Here we go. Oh, my shit right there, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Turn up. Got it. Okay. Proton, six neutron, six neutron. No, no, no. I did it. Hold up. Hold up.
Hey V, line them up.
Not like serious, this shit serious. I'ma do this shit big. Okay. I don't give a fuck what they talking about, Marco. Go ahead and break down this little physical world that we live in. Every time I beat me, we gon' need a little cardiac synergy. They ain't gon' really break down another energy. It's a hologram, if you see me now, I don't really think they get that. I done burn shit down, I ain't talking Kit Kat. I don't know this astronomical and astrology shit, they ain't with that. Let me get off of that, they don't wanna talk that. Want me to talk about a couple goals. Looking like a quarter key, nigga, when I step to the spot, I done fuck around, fuck them all. I ain't even worried about them hoes on the currency. You don't even know that currency. I be surrounded by so many ancestors, nigga. How you really gon' fuck with me? They like you a street nigga. How you know after me? Stand up, nigga. Make 'em sit down like an Applebee. I let the black woman out this calamity, not knowing she the grand universal deity. I ain't gonna lie, can't fuck with a picture of me. Little rumors in the street, but I ain't even care to speak. In enlightenment, and I hope a nigga don't take it sweet. Ain't nothing over here sweet. Hold up. Hold on before we start doing right here. Hold on before we start doing right here. Bear with me. Bear with me before we start doing right here. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, I want to get them vibe right real quick. Even though it's a sample, I want to get them vibe right real quick. Hold up. Master teacher, master student, the Marco. Hold up.
Khalil, you going crazy.
I'm too mysterious. Ain't Mother Earth woke.
I come straight from sea. Talking about the star system. Period. Like the city girl. Oh, I got a kid. Yeah. Marco got him weary. I killed the track, they delirious. Got orders on, so you know we ain't playing around. They want me to sing on that bitch and talk about gun sound. Pow, pow. I been standing on top of the mound. Lay the shit down. Niggas got mad and they looked at me when they realized I moved on the pound. Ain't gonna elaborate it. Them niggas want me up in interrogation. Niggas tapping on the internet, most of fabrication. You know that I did this shit daily. These pussy niggas need to pay me. Regardless if they hate me, Kobe Bryant, nigga, when it comes to this fading. Go through them phases, they know that the earth is shifting. Hold on, let me mind my own business. And out the earth, I'm glitching, shifting and twitching. Hold on, little nigga, couple of people done went missing. They don't wanna hear about that. They wanna hear about these niggas getting drug dealing, physical, mundane bullshit. They rather get all day money to the pastor and pray on the pulpit. I can get cruise shit. They were like, nigga, lose lives ain't shit. You ain't talk about them. Hold up, let me get out there and dance in the wind. Car doing 100 in the pen. Long bed, nigga. What the fuck you mean? How you don't want me like outcasts? What you mean so fresh, so clean? They ain't got no dignity. They ain't military. And I ain't a beat. Niggas on screen. Marco jumped on the beat the T. I ain't here to breathe. Niggas J Ray, how they got the beat? Till the nigga get shot down. Let him headshot in the street. Nobody won't be. See the pussy niggas in person, it's compete. Till we get the fucking planet back, I put it on the troubadour in space, it won't be peace. I get DJ cloud formation. I get these. I get DJ cloud formation. Let me see if I can go pull this picture up right quick. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Let me pull this picture up right quick. Just observe that picture right there. You know what I'm saying? Give me your best educated guess or what you think that possibly could be. Hold on, that's a video. Hold up. That's a video. Hold on. Pull this picture up. Chemtrail. I know it's gonna be some chemtrails, some weather modification, geoengineering going on. Hold on. I guess these clouds or whatever is just normal. I guess they motherfucking normal. Hold on, let me find my goddamn picture. Hold on, here go water. Hold on, they go one on. Hold on, just get your observe on. Get your observe on. You know what I'm saying? Get your observe on. Now we gon' now, and keep in mind the shit that they said that just happened to the founder of Cashapp. Nigga got stabbed at 3 in the morning. Then you got your other crypto goddamn currencies. Cryptocurrency people just somehow getting out of here. They getting up out of here. This is the goddamn galactical, civil, physical, bioengineered, spiritual motherfucking war. Hold on. My motherfucking picture there. Hold on. Bear with me. Hold on. Let me show you my motherfucking pictures. Hold on. We getting close. I feel it. We getting close. Hold on. Here go one on. This ain't the one I wanted to show, but I got one I think that's similar to what we looking at right now. Bam. 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 Hold on. Bam. Now let me go bite.
Let me see if anybody dropped anything in the comment section right quick. Can anybody tell me what we looking at? Oh shit. Did I go back enough, y'all? What we looking at? See if we can unmute the motherfucker. They got murder plan. Come on now. Come on. Look at that shit. That's normal? You mean to tell me that's normal? You mean to tell me that's normal? Is these beings? Is these beings? Are we looking at beings? I told you that the dimensions are coming together. The veil, the veil, the magnetic line, the magnetic field, the ozone layer. The dimensions are coming together. The spiritual world is joining, merging again, once again, bite with the physical. What is we looking at? Let's play a little snippet more. Let's play a couple more seconds of it. Come on now. I guess this is normal. What's going on with the ice crystals? Now let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I got my motherfucking Jimi Hendrix. I got my motherfucking Jimi Hendrix in the goddamn bike ground. I got my motherfucking Jimi Hendrix in the motherfucking background. Hold on. Now, when we kind of just looking at something similar there right here, we're looking at something similar. I ain't gonna say similar. I ain't gonna say it was similar, but goddamn it, I'm gonna show you what I mean. What I mean, why they similar. Hold on. Why I say they were similar. Now we're gonna go right here. Now hold on, we're gonna go right here. You know, I always show this picture right here. I always show this picture right here. I always show this right here. Because you know the dudes and the weatherman, the meteorologist got some simple shit to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Some cirrus clouds, goddamn. Mamatless clouds, goddamn. Luminous clouds. They got all type of goddamn clouds. Hold on. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. Cancel. I'm gonna start doing that though, what I just did. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean, why I thought they were goddamn similar. You see that nigga walking up there? You see that nigga surfing up that bitch? You see that nigga surfing up that bitch? That nigga up that bitch. Let me show you why. Bow. Come on now. That's why I said they were similar. Bow. That's why I said they were goddamn similar. You got a big ass Titanic in up there. Nigga got a big ass Titanic in there. They want to play all these other regular videos of these motherfucking regular ships. You know, you got the regular ships here, the regular ships there, the regular ship there. But little do we really see the cloaking type of shit. Because we get people that talk about the clouds being so much fake, but we don't even get into we forget about the whole Star Trek, Star Wars aspect of goddamn cloaking. Like when we talking about the level of technology with these ships, it's unfathomable. It's unfathomable. Now let's go back to the video. Hold on, let's go back to the video. Let's go back to the video. Let's go back to the video now. Hold on, bear with me. Bear with me. I'm pulling up the cool edit, pulling up the cool edit to pull this track up. Bear with me if you just heard that noise. Alright. Check. Shake. Let's go. Hold on, bear with me. Swear. Just being honest. No count. Hello. I keep an eye out for the numbers. I say in context, synchronization. You ain't never met an entity with that much divinity. So stop the debate. Let me go ahead and get into this. Just so you remember this. 9 to the 9 power 9 is the high number in the universe. So I'm telling you, carbonated being they hate you because you infinite. Two times different. We get metaphysical, so there's gonna be some higher learn. And we learn that we can change our shape of avatar and then shit. We become more eternal. I'm talking immortal, you did. Watch how the ancestors come in UFOs and swarm. Transcendent became death. Express will be gone, but when you hear the information, don't be alarmed. Instead of be calm, when you do a little research on melanin, getting deep into it, they gon' try to give you felonies. People been using our body for their recipe. They got niggas in the military. Is what you telling me? Then you call yourself a god, man, that's blasphemy. If you don't know the Spartan family, then don't debate with me. If the black woman ain't God, then it's lunacy. Now I need to be waking up, that's a threat to democracy. Hold up. Houston, we got a problem. Isaiah 45, I would give you the treasures of dark. Is it really esoteric, meaning your melanin carbon? Why you talking this metaphysical shit? I heard your reputation is torn. I beg your pardon, don't fuck around with them allegations. I've been living my best. These people been using our body for their recipe. So they got niggas in the melatonin, what you telling me? Then you call yourself a god, man, that's blasphemy. If you don't know the Spartan family, then don't debate with me. If the black woman ain't God, then it's lunacy. Now I need to be waking up, that's a threat to democracy. Hold up. Now I just said, now either being waking up, that's a threat to democracy. Hold on. We used to hearing this right here. Hold on. Hold up. Let me play this. Let me see if they play it on here. Let me see if they play it on here. I just want a short clip of it. I just want a short clip of them saying it. Hold on, bear with me. That's what we were looking for. That Hillary Clinton. We talking about, you know, they all love. Everybody love to talk about the threat of democracy. The threat of democracy. The threat of democracy. The threat to democracy. The threat to democracy. All these motherfuckers, so-called fake ass Americans, talking about some threat to democracy. Threat to democracy. I'm telling you what's the goddamn threat to democracy. All the news stations, you can hear them saying threat to democracy, threat to democracy. Now let me tell you what's the threat to democracy. These people
People been using our body for their recipe. So they got niggas in the melatonin, what you telling me? Then you call yourself a god, man, that's blasphemy. If you don't know the Sparta family, then don't debate with me. If the black woman ain't God, then it's lunacy. Now I need to be waking up, that's a threat to democracy. Hold up, Houston, we got a problem. Isaiah 45, I would give you the treasures of Ther. Is it really esoteric, meaning your melon? And I told y'all, Mother Earth is opening the fuck up so you can see what they got, what the fuck is really up under her. What the fuck? Then we got all this motherfucking concrete, asphalt on top of her. She finna show you 30 worlds underneath of her. You see what went on in Kuwait. Mother Earth finna show you what the fuck going on. You motherfucker talking about some engineering. And carbon. Why you talking this metaphysical shit? I heard your reputation. Start that shit over. Swear. Peace, love, light, and motherfucking darkness. No count. Hello. I keep an eye out for the numbers. I say in content synchronization. You ain't never met an entity with that much divinity. So stop the debate. Let me go ahead and get into this. Just so you remember this. 9 to the 9 power 9 is the high number in the universe. So I'm telling you, carbonated being they hate you because you infinite. You change different. We get metaphysical, so there's gonna be some how you learn. And we learn that we can change our shape of avatar and then shit. We become more eternal. I'm talking immortal, you did. Watch how the ancestors come in UFOs and swarm. Transcendent became death. Express what we born, but we hear the information. Don't be alarmed. They say to be calm, you do a little research on melanin. Getting deep into it, they gon' try to keep felonies. People been using our body for their recipe. So they got niggas in the melatonin, what you telling me? You call yourself a god, man, that's blasphemy. If you don't know the Sparta family, then don't debate with me. Let the black woman ain't God, this is lunacy. Now I need to be waking up, that's the threat to democracy. Hold up. Houston, we got a problem. Isaiah 45, I will give you the treasures of Ther. Is it really esoteric, meaning your melanin carbon? Why you talking this metaphysical shit? Heard your reputation is tarnished. Don't fuck around with them allegations. I've been living my best life, pussy nigga under no stipulations. Been goddamn vibrate too high. Running the currency and they start to hating. It ain't my fault, the universe keep giving me my manifestation. Break it down, they calling me Satan. Not one time that I say I'm the savior. Touch me, you getting so cold. They say that I'm froze. I'm fuck around, look like a glacier. I ain't gonna give you no bars. I ain't gonna put no bars out there. I ain't gonna put no bars out there right now. I ain't gonna put no freestyles out there right now. Not right now. I know it sucks to be inorganic. Oh, we're gonna put all the info out though. We're gonna put all the goddamn info. Oh, excuse me, bear with me. We're gonna put all that out though. I got you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say the talking. I'm gonna say some talking. I'm just gonna show you some clips. I'm gonna say the talking. I don't want them to try to do no banning of the video.
Master teacher.
Omar.
Master student.
No more living comfortable.
Little Marco.
Holla. They faking they being in bed. We do this shit right. Well, little nigga is a loser. They don't wanna go crazy. They acting like they wanna go to war. They don't wanna get the shooting. They on fooling. Ain't no love, I kill Cupid. Really ain't got nothing to do with it. One, we ain't losing. These little niggas that fooling. Hold on. These niggas that groovy. These little niggas that goofy. Thinking they can fuck with me. This shit to the T. Dotted their eyes and crawled them T's. Beating the ass like UFC. Write the shit down, they gon' stay to that T. Fuck your past, now watch me preach. They didn't leave. Hold on. It's the big man or Brian on this track. Got 5 rings on. Chit chat, tip tat, nigga, we don't really wanna hear it. Marco, how you talk about you superior? You a dark matter entity, nigga, we can't get near you. Hold on. Don't put that fear in their heart like that. Niggas stay. Don't talk about the whole world. Hold on. Marco, that put that shit on display. You check on in the rage, been feeling out of my body, catching these cosmic rays. They be dying by the 1,000 each and every fucking day. Hold up, don't do it to her like that. Hold up, I don't want to do it to her like that, guy. But you waiting on the Lord and Savior. I know it. So I'm waiting on the goddamn. So I'm waiting on. I'm gonna play that again. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all.
So I'm waiting on the goddamn Lord and the Savior. Hold up. Cause I still gotta show you goddamn how Mother Earth feeling. I gotta show you how Mother Earth feeling. Motherfucker talking about geoengineering and shit. I gotta show you goddamn what Mother Earth doing. Goddamn show you what the goddamn planet doing. I gotta show you what the goddamn planet doing. Goddamn, I gotta show you what the goddamn planet doing, cause motherfucker goddamn gonna swell. It's all goddamn higher up governmental shit. That's what they gonna say. Yeah, that's what they gonna say. Hold on, I got a little more. Oh, I got a little more. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on. Oh, just hold off a little bit. I got a little more coming now. I got to show you this. I got to show you this goddamn weather now. I got to show you this goddamn weather. Motherfucker talking about what goddamn how motherfucker getting sick.
Master student to Marco.
The motherfucking planet is turned up. The planet is vibrating too goddamn high right now. I swear, little nigga, it's elusive. They don't want to go crazy. They acting like they want to go to war. They don't want to get to shooting. Ain't no love or kill cute to that. Got nothing to do with one-on-one. We ain't losing. That foolish. Hold on, Marco. These niggas that goofy. Little niggas that goofy. Thinking they can fuck with me. I done did this shit to the T. Dotted them I's and crossed them T. Beat it in the air like UFC. Break shit down, they gon' say that I T. Watch me pre. Let it lead. Hold up. Get back. It's the midman coming Brian on this track. Like 5 rings, I don't know. I ain't going for chit chat. Tip of tat, nigga, we don't really want to hear. Marco, how you talking about you superior? You a shimmering with dark matter entity, nigga, we can't get near you. Hold up. Don't put that fear in that heart like that. It's a stage. I'm talking about the whole world. Hold on. Marco, just put that shit on display. You just gone in a rage, been feeling out of my body, catching these cosmic rays. They been down by 1,000 each and every fucking day. Hold on. Yeah, hear that shit. Hear that shit. I want you to hear that shit. I want you to see that shit. I want you to see that shit. I want you to see how that shit going. Y'all see what's going on? Y'all see what's going on? Hold on, let me put my other track on. Hold on. Hold on, let me put my other track on. Well, I show y'all how we the goddamn woke up. We done woke up the goddamn evil forces of nature. That's what they gonna say. The evil motherfucking, the goddamn evil motherfucking forces of nature. The evil motherfucking forces of nature. We done woke them up. We done woke up the evil motherfucking forces of nature, y'all. We done woke up the evil motherfucking forces of nature, y'all. We did.
Crazy. Man.
We did. Our true skin color as people are neuromelanin, dark matter, carbon, green. Melanin is chlorophyll to the body. We had our original way of life, our divine connection in nature, and used 100% intelligence. I'm talking about when we got down, we showed, I'm talking about for every color, every emotion, we showed a color. Every goddamn emotion, we showed a motherfucking color. Blue, goddamn green. You feel? All colors. You know how they let all this goddamn oxygen up in their bit. Green skin, yes sir. We been hit with that goddamn. So what happens to iron when it's submerged underwater? Cause we in water. We in water. We in water right now. We can't see it. We in water. We begin to rust. That's why our skin color is brown instead of green. We can go outside and see the photosynthesis. That synthesis. However, for motherfucker be want to enunciate. We can go outside and see how nature describes us. Plus the oxygen. Plus the oxygen that's been let up in him. We ain't goddamn getting no goddamn hydrogen. We ain't getting no goddamn hydrogen. What so the fuck ever? We ain't getting no goddamn hydrogen. Hold on. Let me see where I want to go die. Hold on. We're going to go right here. Did I play that? Did I play that? I think I did. Hold on. Bear with me. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Hold on. Where we going to go? Where we going to go? Where we going to go? We're going to go right here. We're going to go right here. Hold on. Bear with me. Hold on. We're going to go right here. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Let me go check on something right quick. Bear with me. Give me 1 second. I apologize. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on. Let's take a commercial break. Hold on. We're going to take a commercial break right quick. We're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to play a track. This commercial break right here.
Crazy. Master teacher. Master
Hey, V,
student.
line them up.
DeMarco. Hold up. That was like you talking the dog like serious again. Damn right. We don't really want to hear that shit again, man. I don't know, but they never see me stir hand in hand. Why they mad? Cause they see me getting them dividends. They gon' say he's sin. Nigga, when you going in this physical, I can tell you all the time that this shit literal. Nah, you don't really want to see a nigga lyrical. All this shit falling down. They gon' say it's biblical. In proportion, he was scorching. She say when she hit me up all night, I get it a more. I get it all up. Ain't no choices, we gotta destroy it. This shit enlightenment, so they gon' enjoy it. They gon' absorb it, you know whatever it gon' resonate. How them circles going around them, just like a figure. Hey, don't play. Hold on, they let they man astray.
Hold on, we bite. Run that bite.
Crazy. Master teacher. Master
Hey, V,
student.
line them up.
DeMarco. Hold up. They was like you talking the dog like serious again. Damn right. We don't really want to hear that shit again, man. I don't know, but they never see me stir hand in hand. Why they mad? Cause they see me getting them dividends. They gon' say he's sin. Nigga, when you going in this physical, I can tell you all the time that this shit literal. Nah, you don't really want to see a nigga lyrical. All this shit falling down. They gon' say it's biblical. In proportion, he was scorching. She say when she hit me up all night, I get it a more. I get it all up. Ain't no choices, we gotta destroy it. This shit enlightenment, so they gon' enjoy it. They gon' absorb it, you know whatever it gon' resonate. How them circles going around them, just like a figure. Hey, don't play. Hold on, they let they man astray. Say you in the facility, but never administrate. They hey, yes they just all in the way. incubators. Cause I left them in the motherfucking baby stages. I'm sorry, son. I supposed to be getting spiritual. Track this bitch too hard, I could've kept it lyrical. Hold up. They ain't wanna see me without them bows. Trying to get a little dough for like kids. Just to get them little clothes. One word about the show. Niggas trying to stand on my toes. But they said I got in the fucking street and I broke the code. These niggas been broke the mold. To me they was hoes. A nigga ain't gonna touch me. I'm just letting them know. Case closed. Ain't nothing to expose. Check my aura. Murder he rose. Swear. Man, God damn. God damn. Shit. Man, that shit right. That shit right there, nigga. That shit right there, nigga. That shit right. Hold on. Damn, I wanted to play that again, man. That shit right there, nigga. That shit right there. Aboriginal. That shit right there, nigga. Man. I just walked the dog with it. I walked the dog with it. Hold on. This is what everybody talking about right here. Hold on. I got this video of what everybody talking about right now. It's fear mongering motherfuckers. It's fear mongering motherfuckers. It's fear mongering motherfuckers. It's fear mongering motherfucker. This right here. What we looking at? Hold up. Let me play. Hold up. You know what? Hold on. I gotta play another one, y'all. Hold on. Look. Hold up. I gotta goddamn check on something real quick. So before I play this video right here, we're gonna go to a commercial break. You feel me? Before I play this video right here, y'all, we're gonna go on commercial break, which means I'm gonna goddamn either put up a picture for us to goddamn read while I exit the room real quick and handle something, or I'm gonna play this song, which now I'm gonna play this track. I gotta check on something real quick. We're gonna go to commercial break and we're gonna jump into this video right here when I come back. Bear with me, I apologize. Hold up. Master teacher, master student. DeMarco.
Damn, Obi.
Too much corona mass ejections in the ozone layer. It's getting eradicated. They be like, Marco, gon' keep it player. Pushing them P's, they be like, nigga, you can't even be from the street. Did this shit to the T. Got them eyes across a cup of tea. They ain't even gon' be. Cause we gon' sit at the table, a nigga, we gon' feed her. They said I'm vibrating too low. Bitch, I'm straight from the street. A nigga needs to raise it up, I guess. I'ma elevate it to the ground. I moved up to a couple pounds. Wanna see a nigga fall back down. I'ma see it on the nigga, I'ma win no matter what I do. Elevated, they were like, nigga, no capping, gon' keep it true. Feel like a bitch cool, set it on 22, no rule. I'ma paint the bitch ocean blue. Record deal mode, goddamn, body let the freestyle get loose. I'm the animator, now nigga, they ain't even got no charisma. Charismatic, that's my shit. Run that back. Hold up, my bad. We back for commercial. We back for commercial break. I'm gonna play this video. Hold up. Run the vibes up right quick. Too much corona mass ejections in the ozone layer. It's getting eradicated. They be like, Marco, gon' keep it player. Pushing on P, they be like, nigga, you can't even be from the street. I did this shit to the T. I got them eyes across a cup of tea. They ain't even gon' be. Cause we gon' sit at the table, a nigga, we gon' feed her. They say I'm vibrating too low. Bitch, I'm straight from the street. A nigga need to raise it up like this. I'ma elevate it to the ground. I moved up to a couple of pounds. They wanna see a nigga fall back down. I'ma see it on a nigga, I'ma win no matter what I do. Elevated, they were like, nigga, no capping, gon' keep it true. Feel like a bitch cool, set it on 22, no rule. I'ma paint the bitch ocean blue. Record deal mode, goddamn, I done let the freestyle get loose. I'm the innovator, nah, nigga, they ain't even got no charisma. Charismatic, that's why she want me up here, I'm always here, no. What's the biz? You already know they really wanna capture me. I'm straight from the 19 galaxy. Tell about the sexual alchemy. When she comes, she finna start manifesting. Hold up, they be stressing, cause they say they got blessings. Kappa, by alpha, the way that we step in. The realest nigga in the beat, you ain't gotta get it. Low vibrate, motherfucker, gon' need the Holy Spirit for protection. I'ma get into the esoteric shit, break it down in section. You wanna talk about a triple darkness of space, you know we got some questions. Too much corona man's injections hitting the ozone layer. It's getting eradicated. They be like, Marco, don't keep the player. Pushing on PE, they be like, you can't even beef on the street. I did this shit to the T. I dotted them eyes across the cup of tea. They ain't even want beef. Cause we gon' sit at the table, little nigga, we gon' feast. They think I'm vibrating too low. Bitch, I'm straight from the street. A nigga need to raise it up, I guess. I'm elevated to the crowd. I moved up to a couple of pounds. They wanna see a nigga fall back down. Ooh. No reparations. Because you ain't 100% black. You European. That's what they doing. I give a shit about y'all get some money. See what I'm saying? Damn, Obi. Like I told you before. Like I told you before, if that would all fall down, you got to keep your ass in slavery. Your mom got raped, and that's all it boils down to is $1 billion. So you can go to the mall. Okay. Let me play this video right here.
That Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan for international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they are in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China and Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies. So what happens if our economy and the US dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Monica, great to see you this morning. Let's start right there. What happens if these emerging economies move away from the US dollar towards the Chinese yuan?
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. It originally was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar anymore for the last 50 years. But also it's been backed up by the strength and economic power of the United States and the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars. If that were to end, that would mean the end of the U.S. dollar. Look, there is a perfect storm happening right now, Will. The world's reserve currency being that, having that status has been a real privilege, but we've abused the privilege by wholly reckless monetary and fiscal policies over many years, certainly over the last couple of years, which has really devalued the dollar. On top of that, now you do have this perfect storm of Biden's weakness, his war on American domestic energy production, the Ukraine war, and as you point out, because of all of these things, we've got America's enemies led by China forming a new economic bloc. And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who has indicated that they're open to this, to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies to trade in oil. If that were to happen, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait. But more importantly, we would lose our economic dominance and we would lose our superpower status.
Monica, the world's reserve currency, you said it's a privilege for the United States for the dollar to have been the world's currency. How does that relate to each individual American? How has that changed or impacted or improved our lives throughout the last several decades?
Yeah, I mean, it's given the United States incredible dominance in the world in terms of the economic system and in terms of trade. It's kept prices down. So whether it's energy prices, whether it's your food prices, the entire global economic system is reliant on the safe and secure dollar. But that is no longer true, again, because we've been printing money like crazy and devalued the power of the dollar and the value.
She said, goddamn, been printing money like crazy, but get what? That's what they been doing. Printing. So how the fuck they really in debt? If the United States been printing its own money. What I believe and what we seeing is the goddamn machines that they use to print the money is obsolete. Meaning they not really able to print no money. For real, for real. And they've been spending money. Blowing money. Blowing money. So what I'm seeing here is, in actuality, people rushing and want to talk about the one world currency. They want to rush it into it, but a one world currency. But in actuality, is what it is it's trying to move on to another form of energy. But in actuality, they want you to think, or us to think, that they are right here on the brink of digital currency, when in actuality they trying to get the 9 ether beings to jump aboard, because 9 ether beings love that cash. But what we seeing is they can't control the motherfuckers that got cash. What I'm saying is, because a lot of motherfuckers is losing interest in the banks, and they're pulling their money from the banks, and they're pulling their money from all the type of banking systems that they've been throwing out there since the invention of the credit card and the debit card. And we got your Chime and your PayPals, and we got your goddamn Cash Apps, we got your Venmos. You feel me? Slowly for surely, they've been throwing little things out like that. Now they got the Cash App guy found a dot that died at 3 a.m. Goddamn. Now the feds, in actuality, took over Cash App. But what they basically telling you is, shit, we been had that. We been on that shit. We been on that shit. We been owned all this shit. What we want is the shit that you don't register to us. The money that you don't register to us, that's what we want. We want the shit that you don't get us. The shit that we can't goddamn commandeer, or the shit that you got put up, the shit that you don't goddamn show forth. You know what I'm saying? The equity, the whatever you got currency value wise, they can't control what they don't got control of. So what in actuality is, yeah, they want to move forward with the digital currency, but in actuality, they got to get the niggas around the world, and the so-called black people, the 9 ether carbonated beings, to get aboard, because we the motherfucker that push the shit aboard to make the shit popping. You feel me? Whatever they want popping, it's gonna be us to make this shit popping. You feel me? Once we get in that goddamn swimming, once they take a nigga to get in that goddamn swimming, like Michael Phelps, niggas gonna be watching swimming. They gonna start making the goddamn swimming games and shit, and therefore, you feel me? Niggas gonna watch swimming. When they put more niggas in the goddamn baseball, God damn it, niggas gonna start watching baseball. That's when they goddamn baseball sales gonna go through the goddamn roof.
in the goddamn video games. Once they get goddamn nigga in goddamn whatever trend, whatever that they want to be popular, it gonna be us to make that bitch skyrocket. We the one that made the motherfucking Gucci go up, the Louis go up, the Moncler, the Balenciaga, the Off-White, the Jordans. We made all that shit popular. Wait the niggas get in the goddamn skating mode. Wait the niggas get on the goddamn skating mode, then you gonna see niggas gonna be goddamn. It gonna be more than goddamn Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid skate. It gonna be more than goddamn Tyler the Creator goddamn skating and more niggas with guitars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be more niggas with guitars and shit. You see what happened to goddamn, cause we make the shit pop. We make the shit pop. See what it is they in the goddamn digression of trying to goddamn still usurp motherfucking minerals and goddamn energy and things of that nature right there. So lo and behold is what they want to do is like, well, shit, since we got motherfuckers that already get hip to the digital banking system, all we got to say is goddamn all these motherfuckers here is getting rid of the goddamn dollar. All we got to say is they getting rid of the goddamn dollar at the same time where they talk about goddamn reparations. At the same time, see, that's the whole goddamn combination of with it right there. The whole goddamn synchronicity of right there. They want to goddamn throw reparations up at a time where it's goddamn the banking system falling down, motherfuckers taking their money out, goddamn motherfuckers leaving the goddamn dollar. The dollar goddamn losing its value. So what they gonna do is try to boost the goddamn sales of they goddamn and the popularity of their digital currency is motherfucking reparations.
Of the dollar. But on top of it now, again, oil is the critical linchpin of this. If Saudi Arabia decides to join with America's enemies here and start trading oil in different currencies, that is going to undermine the entire global economic system. And here at home, you know what it's going to mean for us? It's going to mean raging inflation, so much worse than anything we have ever experienced, Will. Yeah. And I'll tell you, they're setting it up so that they can then come to the rescue by introducing central bank digital currencies. Right. If they were to do that, and the United States already has a pilot program, that means the loss of your individual economic freedom, because the government will have total access and control of everything you buy and sell, and the ability to turn it off like that.
Ominous warning. I hear you. Saudi Arabia is the tipping point. Oil trading.
Let's go.
Thought that the entire world had stopped for the political spectacle of America's 45th president being dragged into court by Alvin Bragg. The trumped-up charges against Donald Trump brought cheers from the political left. Despite bipartisan admission, the case is thin legal gruel. It rightfully brought outrage from at least half the country. Democrats' weaponization of the justice system to attack political and ideological opponents is a very real story, and it deserves attention. But the former president in the weeks and months to come, and pro-freedom Americans risk playing directly into the hands of the left by getting too wrapped up in the legal tribulations of the former president. We've seen this. And their mouthpieces in the media will do everything that they can to keep as much focus as possible on Mr. Trump, to deflect from their agenda and further divide the nation and the Republican Party. When people are focused on Mr. Trump, they are not focused on countering the disastrous policies of the radical left. Here's a small sample of what a lot of Americans missed because Democrats had a new Trump show. Hundreds of LAPD undercover officers' lives were endangered when a leftist group called the Stop LAPD Spying Coalition doxed them. And another slap in the face to our cops, left-wing candidate Brandon Johnson, backed by Bernie Sanders and the infamous Chicago Teachers Union, beat moderate Paul Vallas in Chicago's mayoral runoff. Mr. Vallas was backed by the police union and business leaders who framed his campaign around public safety. Now, Chicago could see mass police officer resignations in the aftermath of this, compounding the crime crisis that has resulted in more than 9,000 people shot in the city in recent years. The border crisis has a new and dangerous twist that is largely being ignored by the Trump-obsessed media. According to Customs and Border Patrol, more than 4,300 illegals from communist China have been encountered crossing the southern border since the beginning of the year. That's more than double last year's entire total. CPB estimates that for every illegal intercepted, there are as many, if not more, gotaways that slip through and disappear into the country. Sources have indicated that these individuals are unaccompanied by families and are of military fighting age. That means that about the same number of people that actually comprise a division of the People's Liberation Army could be here squirreling away in America, and you may even be paying for some of it. Now, we know the CCP has a growing espionage operation here that we do little about. Now, thousands of military or intelligence operatives could be streaming over the border, exploiting the weakness of our immigration enforcement. In Wisconsin, a leftist activist beat an experienced conservative jurist to win a seat to the state Supreme Court in a massive victory for Democrats that will have an impact on abortion, school choice, and a range of other issues. Over the last week, militant transgender and anti-gun activists stormed state capitals in Tennessee and Kentucky, two largely red states. They've assaulted people, and other plots for more violence have been uncovered, all as the White House continues to promote taxpayer funding for chemical and surgical transitions for children and expanding Title IX to cover men playing in women's sports. Trump indictment mania has also unfortunately tamped down a major defeat for Vladimir Putin as Finland became a member of NATO. That increased the organization's border with Russia by 800 miles. This expansion will greatly assist in providing a significant deterrence to the Russian dictator's efforts to strong-arm Europe. And finally, if you haven't noticed it yet at the pump, you likely will. President Biden's almost single-handed effort to destroy both our energy sector and our relationship with Saudi Arabia took another dangerous step forward. The kingdom this week agreed to oil supply cuts and made more public statements to distance.
Let me show you what they goddamn distracting from. Shit like this.
In Maryland is a day of reckoning and a day of accounting.
Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown is referring to this 463-page report that documents, quote, the depraved and systemic failure of the Archdiocese to protect the children it was charged to keep safe.
This is a full accounting. There are details of repeated, tortuous, terrorizing, depraved abuse.
The investigation uncovered the extent of the power and authority the clergy used to exploit the trust of the children. They told their victims the abuse was God's will. Some threatened that the victim or the victim's family would go to hell if they told anyone. They attempted to normalize sexual behavior as roughhousing. According to the report, certain parishes had multiple abusers. St. Mark's in Catonsville had 11 child abusers living and working there from 1964 to 2004. 4 parishes had 6 abusers, including St. Michael Overley. The report cites a case where a sexually abused child came to a priest for counseling. His parents so trusting, they let him spend the night. The report says the priest raped him for 5 years. A distraught father of a young girl demanded a priest be removed. The priest confessed to an uncontrollable attraction to young girls and a yielding to temptation from time to time. The Archdiocese quietly got him into psychiatric treatment and reassigned him to desk work where he would not be exposed to temptation.
It's not only churches, it is schools associated with the Archdiocese. So the institutions associated with the respective archdioceses are the target of our investigations.
The report details the abuse by Father Maskell. At least 39 people reported being sexually abused by him. 9 girls described being given tea, soda, or wine, or even being hypnotized. 7 girls complained they were forced to have sex with Maskell and other men. The AG's report indicates that Maskell and Father Magnus worked as a team, abusing the girls at Archbishop Keogh High School. Many of the victims who were sexually abused by Maskell described Magnus as participating in and being present for the abuse.
But for an insurmountable legal obstacle, we will do everything we can to bring those abusers and those who enabled them to justice.
Now, how the hell?
Thanks for watching.
I I guarantee you damn near every goddamn, look, 363,000 views in 2 days, 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, 52,000, 156 Catholic clergy members, 5.3 views, 20,000. But when it come to Trump, that shit that got millions of views.
It's that time of year again when Americans eagerly await the arrival of Girl Scout cookies, a tradition that has endured for over a century. While once baked at home, the cookies are now factory made with one common but controversial ingredient, palm oil. Mainly produced in Southeast Asia, palm oil has made its way into at least half of all packaged goods in the average supermarket, and even used in biodiesel. But how it is made is provoking both ethical and environmental concerns. Now, one Girl Scout troop is taking a surprising action, stepping away from the annual fundraiser that defines their organization.
On my honor, I will try.
In the basement of this Jersey City nursing home, Girl Scout Troop 12026 is in community service mode.
Finish your last card, start cleaning up.
Making cards for residents while brainstorming alternatives to the big fundraiser they ditched 3 years ago.
Get your Girl Scout cookies here.
Newspaper changed everything.
There was an article on Olivia Chafin. She's a Girl Scout in Tennessee. She has a petition out to get rid of the palm oil in cookies. I thought to myself, well, let me look more into it before I bring it to the girls, because I don't want to, I don't know what truths there are. Let me do my research.
That research led to a 2020 Associated Press investigation of the $106 billion palm oil industry, an industry the AP linked to severe tropical deforestation and exploitative child labor practices.
You see whole families out there harvesting the palm oil because they have to reach certain quotas every day. And so a lot of times kids won't.
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this? I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers, which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent. The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today.
True.
It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago. Under my leadership, this madness.
And what people don't realize is a lot of people, not like I'm saying a lot of people, but other people, what they don't realize is that's what you guys been voting for. Whether you realize or not, this is what y'all been voting for. This is what y'all been you don't even know you've been promoting mutilation for young children. You've been promoting a child under goddamn 5 years old that they should get their motherfucking penile eradicated, split open, surgically removed or whatever. This is what y'all been promoting. Y'all been promoting this shit. Y'all been promoting this shit in the goddamn cartoons. Oh, the child should have goddamn they want to jail you if you don't want to agree to the mutilation of your child. That's some crazy shit. They want to jail you. But you got the motherfucking, you got the politicians, you got the religious leaders, you even got your goddamn celebrities like Dwayne Wade promoting this shit. Child don't even know goddamn what the fuck. But you suggesting that the child wants to take hormone pills so they can have a deeper voice or have a softer voice. You promoting a 5-year-old underage child, minors, to get goddamn, boob jobs. What they been motherfucking doing in actuality is, especially like the babies that they kidnap. The babies that they kidnap and shit, fresh out the motherfucking womb, that's when it started. We thinking that it started that goddamn, we getting the, you know what I'm saying? But in actuality, you got parents that's doing this shit as well. At their mind, the baby come out, oh, it's a boy, but we're going to go on and start giving it medication. We're going to start giving it pills. We're going to go on and start giving it surgery. So it going to grow up as a female. But born biologically a male. Or we going to get this female embryo, this fetus. We're going to start giving the goddamn mama goddamn the hormone shit. So we can goddamn so we can goddamn hit the baby. So when the baby come out, we don't have to give that much CC. We don't have to give the baby that much CCs or the hormone blockers or the injections, because that's what the fuck they doing. At infants, they doing mutilations and feeding them and giving them hormone blockers. And this is what your Joe Bidens of the world been promoting. Your Hillary Clintons, your celebrities been promoting. And we don't think that goddamn is hella judgment. Cause you didn't see, you been in the you been in that cognitive dissonance stage, and you just wanted to overlook it. Oh no, it's okay for a 4-year-old to take hormone blockers. A 4-year-old knows that it wants to be a goddamn male. A male 4-year-old knows it wants to be a 4-year-old female, or a 3-year-old female wants to know. 6-year-old female wants to know. The 6-year-old female knows it wants to be a motherfucking boy, and it's fine that it goes on about that goddamn life. No, no, this is what you motherfuckers then been promoting and so-called been voting for. This is why it's all thrown out there in the motherfucking forefront. Then when it's in the forefront, motherfuckers want to say it's sick, but this is what you've been voting for and promoting for the goddamn longest. You've been promoting these motherfucking this DRAG shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to spell it out for the motherfucking goddamn, for the AI. You feel me? So if you hear me cussing with shit that I'm saying, you feel me? I'm trying to goddamn avoid the goddamn AI of the goddamn motherfucking YouTube. You feel me? Because they get motherfucking sensitive when you talk about this shit like this. But this just real deal spill. This is real deal, motherfucker. Then you see the motherfuckers that was happy to vote for Joe Biden. These motherfuckers, they was happy to vote for Joe Biden. And the first day, 2 days after the nigga after the goddamn election, goddamn, you ain't heard from these goddamn Joe Biden motherfuckers. You ain't heard these goddamn Joe Biden motherfuckers that they became goddamn undercover. I don't know what they became. You don't even hear motherfucking Joe Biden supporters no more. Like, cause the Joe Biden and the Kamala Harris supporters was damn near a little through the roof for the hype. The hype was up. But after all that shit, then that shit steamed down 2 days after the goddamn election, because everybody know that was some goddamn bullshit. Now, Joe Biden is good for this. Joe Biden is good for this. Joe Biden is good for that. Joe Biden is good for this. But goddamn, soon the day after the goddamn election, a nigga to do all type of shit. Nigga doing this. Nigga do shit like this. Nigga done sent goddamn $100 trillion to goddamn Ukraine, and motherfuckers in America ain't got goddamn niggas in America ain't getting them inflation from this motherfucker. Niggas ain't getting nothing over here in America but goddamn inflation. He done gave goddamn, and y'all say, oh, Joe Biden is the man. But he done gave Ukraine, where it's heavily sex trafficking and gender affirming care going on and shit out there. And he done gave these motherfuckers $100 trillion when we over here in America can't even goddamn eat no motherfucking goddamn sandwiches. We can't even eat sandwiches and shit. We're struggling to eat goddamn sandwiches, goddamn the milk, the goddamn pulse, what you call milk, then goddamn went up to $10. The motherfucking bullshit eggs then went up to goddamn $9 or whatever the fuck. Gas struggling to goddamn gas creeping back up on the goddamn low. Every goddamn thing is at a goddamn motherfucking. That's all we got over. They gave all their goddamn money to goddamn Ukraine, and we over this motherfucker. I'm lost for goddamn words of where we at. I'm talking about we doing so bad over here, goddamn. Joe Biden might come and steal my goddamn guitar, man. They might goddamn steal my guitar and say, goddamn, they need to donate it to Ukraine. They gonna say they need to donate my goddamn guitar to Ukraine, man. I'm telling you. For real. Nigga couldn't even get a $10 stimulant check from Joe Biden, man. But they can constantly let they can let in a million immigrants. They can let in goddamn a million immigrants. Let in a million immigrants. But when you want to discuss some shit about reparation, niggas will say, oh, we can try to discuss it. We can try to discuss it. But what motherfucker don't know is, motherfucker, they done gave us the motherfucking planet back. They didn't word for word told us that, man, look, the laws is bullshit. The United States is really a corporation. You niggas is dead entities in the corporation. You got a straw man that we use, and we run your social security number. We say we use millions and billions and trillions of dollars off your social security. All that. They trying to get the goddamn land back. All that. They trying to give all the minerals back. They trying to give you goddamn so much goddamn hope. Give you goddamn your cosmic sovereignty. And niggas still don't want goddamn cosmic sovereignty. Niggas still want to run along with the shit show that's parading, that's falling down. It ain't even parading, because to me the shit show, the circus is really fucked up. I thought the shit would go be good. I thought the show it's good, but it's really getting goddamn bored. They can't do nothing but like, well, shit, we need to just put up the fact that we want to indict Trump. Shit, we want to indict Trump on the motherfucking day. We want to indict Trump. Let's see if that motherfucking run. Let's see if we can get motherfucker woke up or some shit. Get them stirred up. Get them goddamn riled up. Get them confused. Get them bunched up. Let's see what we can do with this Trump indictment shit, because these motherfuckers is so stupid, they don't even realize what the fuck we doing, saying, and what the goddamn fuck going on. You feel me? We didn't razzle-dazzle child into accepting that an infant should be mutilated gender-wise.
This will end. Thank you very much.
Hold on, let me go right here.
Good evening and welcome to a special edition of Tucker Carlson Tonight. Happy Good Friday. This is the saddest and at the same time by far the most hopeful day on the Christian calendar. There was a time not so long ago when the overwhelming majority of Americans observed Good Friday. They got up, they went to church, they talked about it at the office and at dinner that night. It was part of their culture. That's no longer true. Tonight, you wonder how many Americans even know it's Good Friday. So after hundreds of years, this has finally become a non-Christian country. But it's not a secular country. You sometimes hear people call it that, but they are wrong. There are no secular countries. Every country has a religion because every person has a religion, even if it's atheism. Everybody worships something. We're born that way. We can't get away from it. So what is America's religion now? Well, as it happens, we have video. This is from St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Fargo, North Dakota. It was taken on April 2nd. That was the first Sunday after the mass killing in Nashville, in which 3 adults and 3 children were murdered at a Christian school for being Christians. In the old America, Christian pastors would have preached about this. They would have acknowledged the evil on display, and they would have prayed for those who'd been killed. A form of that is still happening today, but the roles have been inverted. In America's new religion, the victims are not the children who died in Nashville. The victim is the woman who killed them. Because Audrey Hale called herself transgender, she was, by definition, a holy martyr. Watch this pastor in a formerly Christian church compare Audrey Hale to Jesus.
Leaders were looking for any excuse, valid or not, to crucify Jesus. And they found that reason. It's baffling to me that someone's existence can be so threatening that people decide they need to be controlled, that they need to have laws made against them, or even worse, that the people that they find to be so threatening should die.
So Audrey Hale's very existence as a transgender person was so threatening to authorities that they killed her, just as the Pharisees killed Jesus. Her death had nothing to do with the fact she just murdered 6 people. That was the pastor's sermon at St. Mark's in Fargo. So it's pretty clear that St. Mark's Lutheran Church is no longer a Christian church. So what is it now? Well, it's a transgenderist church, one of many. Transgenderism is this country's fastest growing religion. Like many faiths, its theology features a supernatural transfiguration, the moment a person is transmogrified from one sex to another. Converts to this faith abandon their old lives and embrace an entirely new sex. Former identities no longer exist. They're dead names. But here's one big difference. Transgenderists do not believe in the God of monotheism. They believe that they themselves are God with the power to control nature. And if you think about it, this should be a concern because it's a recipe for extremism. People who believe that they're God tend to react very badly when told that they're not. So if you're running the government and you wanted to prevent violence in your own country, you would be very concerned about the growth of a cult like this. But the Biden administration is not concerned at all. In fact, it is cheering this cult on. Watch Joe Biden's spokeswoman, just days after the massacre of children in Nashville, explain that when transgenderists, quote, fight back, she approves.
14 states have now banned gender-affirming healthcare, while some of these laws are currently blocked by courts. This is a dangerous attack. This is awful news. Let's be very clear about that. LGBTQI+ kids are resilient. They are fierce. They fight back. They're not going anywhere. And we have their back. This administration has their back.
They are fierce. They fight back. This administration has their back. So this is coming on the heels just days after a massacre in which children were murdered, apparently in response to laws against chemical and surgical castration of children. So the White House is not decrying that. The White House is endorsing it as clearly as it possibly could. And that's why no one from the Biden White House is visiting the grieving Christian families in Nashville. Instead, today, Kamala Harris went to Nashville to promote 3 Democratic Party legislators who led a riot at the State House, a riot designed to promote, yes, the cult of transgenderism. So consider the message here. We're on your side. And not only we're on your side, you, the mentally ill who may be armed, are the victims, and you are being genocided. Your very existence is at stake. In other words, making paranoid people on the edge more paranoid. So fight back. You are fierce. This is not the message to give to religious nuts with weapons, and particularly not this group of religious nuts with weapons. This is a group that has for years been committing acts of violence at rates much higher than you would expect across a cross-section of the population. To give a few examples, last year, a trans girl tried to assassinate a justice, Brett Kavanaugh, at his home. Then a self-described non-binary shooter, also a member of the cult, murdered 5 people at a Colorado nightclub. In 2019, a trans teenager shot 9 people in a high school, killing 1. That was in Denver. In 2018, a mentally ill transgenderist shot up a Rite Aid distribution center in Aberdeen, Maryland. That massacre killed 4. So you can see where this is going, and you shouldn't be surprised by it. Mental illness leads to violence. This is a species of mental illness, and there's no mental illness greater than the delusion that you are God. And that's exactly what this cult teaches its adherents. You are God. You can change nature with your will. Change biology. Now, with the endorsement of the Biden administration, the terrorism that is the inevitable result of this belief system is accelerating. Police just arrested a man called William Whitworth. He's a transgenderist, uses the name of Lily, in the state of Colorado. Apparently he had a kill list and a manifesto. He was planning to attack 3 schools and churches, and apparently some talk show hosts too. So it would be nice to see this manifesto or the kill list, but of course you can't see it because the authorities are, as they have in Nashville, hiding it. Now, why are they hiding it? Because they have to. When your religious views violate the unyielding laws of nature itself, you have no choice but to hide things. You have to.
Let's move on.
And notice how that nigga Joe Rogan be starting the beginning of his podcasts.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
The reason why I ask, have you ever seen images of indigenous people in the Amazon that walk around barefoot and their feet literally start to look like hands? They splay out in a very bizarre way.
I haven't seen those particular pictures, but I do know that people that walk around unshod, so in other words, without shoes, tend to develop these toes that are more divergent, not opposable like a primate, but for whatever reason about being unshod, it just gives you, you look at the toe and it's like visibly separated.
Yes, we're looking at a picture of it right now on the screen. We're showing and it's very strange, where it's almost like they're gripping the ground with their toes, and the toes are very thick and strong because they're constantly walking around barefoot, and they use their toes and the toe muscles in a way that we don't use them anymore because we're in casts with our shoes.
Yeah. Well, what's really interesting about, when we look at like modern adaptations of modern humans, in all these different pockets of the world, or, particularly when you look into all these ancient species, which are even weirder, is you realize there's nothing about our form that's like an end destination. There's nothing about our form that is like, we have arrived at this was, where primates were going the whole time. It's if you want to talk about who are the weird ones, it's not all these other things. It's like the modern humans are weird. We got these big heads. We got this funny way of walking. We're bald,
and we vary so much.
Yeah, and we vary, and then there's all these kind of myths about why. I mean, God, there's so many myths in the field of human origins, but one of them is, you've probably heard about like the divine proportions, or like golden ratio, that humans were constructed, according to these ratios and of the so-called golden ratio. I mean, this is just storytelling. I mean, there's nothing about our proportions. Our proportions are just a function of adaptation. They're a function of evolutionary biology, and when there's something like an end, we've reached some sort of end state, and I'll tell you, we're not reaching end state. We're just a variation of creatures that adapt. They take these common elements and adapt them, for different uses. And
modern humans, though, we do vary size-wise much more than ancient apes that we find, though. Correct? Like we don't find, like, for instance, like Mountain from the Game of Thrones, that enormous giant human being. That's a human being.
I don't. I should confess, I am sort of illiterate when it comes to pop culture.
Oh, okay.
My kids would know. I need to turn to them. I'm kind of like.
He's literally one of the world's strongest men. He's like 7 feet plus tall, 300 plus pounds, enormous. But my point was that he exists as a human being. Also, Chris Rock is a human being, and he's a very thin, very small man. But they're both human beings. We don't find that when you're looking at things like Neanderthal, or where you're looking at, you find much more uniformity. Is that correct?
Well, no, not necessarily. Actually, in some cases, there's a lot of variation. And I'll give you one good example. So Lucy, there's this famous fossil. Lucy the species is called Australopithecus afarensis, named afarensis after the Afar, this part of the world that I was describing, the Afar Depression. She was discovered in 1974. She's very petite, probably a female, and I forget how tall she is, but it's like 3 foot something.
And
small.
Artie's a female too, correct?
Artie's a female. Artie's taller. Artie's a head taller than Lucy. But anyway, so with Lucy, when her skeleton was found, this was the only skeleton of that species. They had a lot of other pieces of things, but no skeletons. But there was this assumption that that species was small, and or at least the female. And now.
A real serpent. It was not a real serpent that went into the garden. What was it? But as you know, the Bible is written in symbols.
But the quality was gonna be a little better. The sound was gonna be a little better on there. Hold on, bear with me. We're gonna go right here.
I go right here. I go right here. Bear with me.
Ancient Greeks were brilliant at inventing fantastical animals, like the chimera, for instance, a fearsome fire-breathing monster with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a serpent's tail. In Greek mythology, the chimera was slain by Bellerophon, the son of Poseidon. But today, not all chimeras are mythological. For biologists, this term describes any organism whose body consists of cells from two different organisms. Why am I telling you about this tonight? Because scientists in the United States recently tried creating the world's first human-monkey chimera. I'm going to repeat that so that it registers. American scientists injected human cells into the embryo of a monkey. What is wrong with people? And couldn't they have chosen a better time than a pandemic to do this? Fortunately, these efforts have also ignited a debate about scientific ethics. Are we pushing them too far? Here's a report on all you need to know.
In simple terms, DNA is the code of life. It is that all-important molecule we inherit from our parents. It gives the chemical instructions that make our bodies and sustain them. What if the DNA is mixed? This is exactly what scientists at the America's Salk Institute for Biological Studies recently tried doing. They integrated human cells into the embryos of a macaque monkey. In simple terms, they created embryos that were part monkey and part human. What happened next? The embryos were grown in the open in a laboratory for 20 days, and then, thankfully, they were destroyed. But who came up with the idea? This man, Professor Juan Carlos Ispizua Belmonte, who, by the way, also tried creating the first human-pig hybrid in 2017. So why does he keep doing this? Professor Carlos believes his work could advance understanding of early human development, understand the onset of disease, the progression of aging, and address the shortage of life-saving organs for human transplantation. But like with any unnatural experiment, some ethical concerns have been raised. A lot of ethical concerns. Scientists are arguing that while embryos in this case were destroyed in 20 days, others could try to take the work further and make a baby out of an embryo. The second big concern has to do with a moral dilemma. Will the embryos be classified as humans or non-humans? If the answer is humans, can we legally use them for experiment at a later stage without human consent? The third and last concern is spreading viruses from animals to humans. The Wuhan virus has taught us a thing or two about it. We still don't fully know what the drawbacks or benefits of creating a human-monkey hybrid could be, but this experiment sure sounds like the beginning to a bad horror movie. Bureau Report.
What they basically trying to say is that this shit been going on, and this how other people got here, and what we've been failing to realize is people have monkey blood, point blank, period. Point blank, period. You feel me? We have no animal pheromones. That's why we don't smell like animals or the rain, or when we get wet. The whole soapy shit, bathing, lathering shit is for them. They the motherfucker with the RH blood type, the Reese's blood type, the Reese's monkey. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about when goddamn blood was tested, right? And red blood cells are 85%. And when we talk about humans, we talking about non-ether beings. These people share 85%. The European, Caucasian, white population, all of them, the Asian, persuasion. They got the highest percentage of the rhesus monkey DNA. The RH blood. Real deal. Real deal. That's why we can that's why they have no goddamn regards. How they goddamn direct descent to the caveman Neanderthal. I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that. No, we don't want to discuss that. We don't want to discuss that. No. Let me pull it up.
Look like ours, especially that one up there, if I had my fingers like that, right next to them, it kind of looks like their fingers. It does. If I let me do this. I'm gonna move myself. Can I move myself over in front of this? Because I want to do it. I do. I want to stick myself right over here in front of this if I can do this. Because let me do it. So I want to put my hand up there. Well, this is how can I get my hand up here next to this one? Turn it, kinda. This gorilla lost its pigment in its hand, you see, and I don't think their fingers look that much different than mine with the pigment gone out of their hands. I don't. And there may be some people that don't like this, but then I'm looking at this, you all. They even got the kind of fingernails that I got, you all, you see. It lost its pigment in some of its hand. You have to ask yourself, what on earth is going on? They even got the little creases on their fingers like humans. But then let me do this, you all. Let me see if I can get my hand over here to see if I can. I want to try to get my hand at this angle. Let me get this out of this way. I want to see if I can angle my hand. You all, this is so tricky. I can't really angle my hand because I can't really, well, it kind of looks like that, you all. My fingers kind of look like that too. The only thing that's really different right here is on the bottom part where the heel is. Okay, my hand don't have that heel, but my heel does on my foot, you all. That's what I'm talking about. The heel on my foot has that. I'm going to come over here. I had to literally restart my computer, reboot it, and I knew I would based on this subject matter. They made me totally locked up my microphone and I had to reboot it, is what happened. So if you're all just tuning in, that's wonderful. Hello, Starfire Apple Brooks. Okay, let's look. Let me see you all on here. We got you all on here. This is interesting. I had okay, there we are. Hello. I had looked on the Facebook and somebody shared a post from some kind of a animal group, or they showed birds and stuff, and they showed the hand of an orangutan, and it really did. It looked like a human hand. And I thought, well, that's interesting. It really is. And you hear the story of the evolution and all that kind of stuff. But right up here with this orangutan losing its pigment in its hand. Now that's another story right there, because this ought to make you start thinking. It really should. And the way the fingers look right here, let me just show you the way this hand looks. Well, actually, I got another picture I can look at. I do. I have pictures, you all. And this video may not be for everyone. And that's okay. I know it's not for everyone, but that's all right. I'm still going to show what I feel led to see. Show. Let me find the one where he lost his pigment in his hand. Right here. He lost his pigment in his hand, you all.
Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on.
Blood, aka Reese's monkey blood. Now, I did this video about 1.5 years ago, but apparently, I was a little hardcore, and somebody, reported my video and it got taken down. So now I'm coming to you 1.5 years later, okay, to redistribute this information in a more manner that's healthy to your punk ass standards, right? We're not being racist. We're not dealing with racism. We're dealing with science. We're dealing with genetics, biology, etc. So it is a scientific fact that if you are not of African descent, you are only 93% human being, 7% Neanderthal. That goes for Asians and Caucasians, okay? And their forefathers being Dravidians. And so that being said, you have African descent. You can call it human. We ain't gonna say African, we're gonna say human. So whether you call yourself Aboriginal, you was in America, you was in South America, you was in Africa, wherever you think you was at, you are a human. If you are not somebody of that mitochondrial Eve gene descent, you are not a human. You are a Neanderthal. Neanderthal being primitive, being monkey. And you were created from genetic engineering, aka gene splicing. And I'm going to break down the science now. And so that being said, once again, this is genetic facts. This is not about racism. This is not about none of the ego trip shit y'all want to be on. This is called the truth that was never told to you. And so with that being said, when we talking about being Rh positive, first of all, we have to understand, what is Rh positive? Rh means rhesus monkey blood. There's an actual monkey called rhesus monkey, a real freaking monkey. And when you go into science, you'll see that Caucasians share 98% of their DNA with monkeys. So we have to ask ourselves, where did the compatibility become genetically for a monkey to sexually reproduce with a human? There never was one. And so before I give y'all the science, I got to get y'all to understand, because this is where the evolution theory comes from. Because this is why they say that they evolved from monkeys. In 1883, when Charles Darwin and his cousin Francis Galton, who were both Masons, came up with this bullshit lie. And so what they did with the evolution theory lie was they created that lie in order to give them an excuse for why they have, monkey blood and monkey genes in their DNA. Because it would be easy for them to say they evolved from a monkey versus to say that they were experimented on and created by extraterrestrials, which is a fact. So with that being said, the evolution theory was used to create a pseudoscientific excuse of why a race of people have monkey genes, okay? And then it was also used to back up the racist actions and propaganda against black people at that same time, deeming them 3/5 of a man. So the evolution theory was giving white people a pseudoscientific comfortability of their existence so that they don't have to be seen as genetically created creatures by a higher source of intelligence. And then for two, it was acting as a scientific excuse for the racism that was being expressed on black people, seeing that, oh, you evolved from a monkey and you're only 3/5 of a man. Because according to the evolution theory, all this bullshit happened. Big Bang Theory happened on accident. Somehow bacteria turned into beings that came out of the water after millions and thousands of years of evolution. And then those beings turned into goddamn monkeys somehow. And then the monkey turned into an African or a black person who doesn't have any Neanderthal genes, and then downgraded into a white person who has Neanderthal genes. So according to the evolution theory, there's what is called natural selection. So what they're saying is monkeys turned into black people, and then black people went to where it was cold and turned.
Hold up. Hold up. I gotta pull a picture up right quick. Hold up. I gotta pull a picture up right quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that picture right quick. Bear with me. Hold on. This before that boy goddamn went crazy right there. This before that boy White Peak went crazy out there. Hold on. Bear with me. Let me find that picture right here. Hold on. Let me find that goddamn picture right here. Hold on. Let me find that picture right here. This ain't the picture, but I'm gonna put that picture up right here. Hold on. Bear with me. Oh, shit. We're gonna pull this picture up right here till I find the one. I'm gonna just play the video. Oh, more.